guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I wanted to share with you a diet and lifestyle update because I believe on my channel it is, it is health, veganism, lifestyle and healthy living like focused and related. And I also promote on here, or I have been promoting a high carb, low fat vegan lifestyle with an emphasis on the low fat and also on low sodium food. I feel like that is great and that lifestyle worked for me like tremendously, and I still am a high carb, low fat vegan, and I'm still definitely a vegan. Don't be worried about that. I plan to be vegan for like the rest of my life and everything, but what I've been changing in my diet is the amount of fat I've been having, the source of the fat I've been having, and also the amount of sodium I've been having in my lifestyle. Well, sorry, in my diet. And yeah, it's been really working for me, and I'll get into a bit more detail on why. But yeah, if you guys want to find out what's been going on with my diet and why I've been changing it, then please keep on watching, and I hope this video is a little bit helpful and, I don't know, a bit relieving to some of you guys that are really strict on that diet as well. So yeah, let's get started. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was the fat that I've been having, and I am still definitely a high carb, low fat vegan. If you want to put me into a certain category, I still follow a very high carb like diet. I can't even talk, I'm so bad today, oh my god. So majority of my calories do still come from carbohydrates, and I believe that is the best way to be eating because every single cell in your body does run like on carbs, and you don't really need that much fat and protein in your diet. But yeah, so carbs are your friends, people. You have to eat your carbs. I have been having a little bit more fat in my diet, and I haven't been as strict when it comes to the amount of fat that I'm having, like the calories and everything, because I still eat 2,200, 2,500, sometimes 3,000 calories a day, but I've been having a bit more fat in it. So I've been having a bit more avocado, some nut butters, I've been having some more bread, and bread is also higher in sodium, but I'll get into that in a second. But yeah, just fat sources like that. I still have been limiting the amount of oils that I have. I do not cook with oil at all when I'm at home. The only time I will have oil in my diet is if I go out somewhere and what they're making has a bit of oil, or they cooked the tofu in oil and blah blah blah, you know what I mean. But when I'm cooking myself, I do not add oil to my foods, and I have been adding a little bit more fat like avocado in my sushi bowls, or I've been having avocado on toast, or if I'm going out to a sushi place I'll have something with some deep fried sweet potato, or I'll put some avocado in it, and I'll have some tofu. Even though tofu is still pretty high carb, it's also it's not very high fat, but it has fat in it. And yeah, I used to be really strict when I came to this lifestyle. I'm like, oh, I have to eat high carb, I have to eat low fat, I have to like eat low sodium because that's what everyone else is doing, and apparently that's the only way you should be eating. And that's not true, guys. You have to find a branch of veganism that works for you, and you don't need to label yourself as that. Like, don't feel like because you're eating high carb you have to label yourself as a high carb vegan, because that's not necessary, if you know what I mean. And I do label myself as a high carb vegan sometimes, and you guys are aware of that, like based on my channel and what I do on here. But after all, it is veganism. It is the way you eat is a vegan diet, so, or a plant-based diet, whatever you want to say, if you are actually a vegan or if you're just plant-based. But yeah, I just feel like everyone's really caught up in this sort of labeling thing, and it can get really daunting, and it can also turn into more of a restrictive, disordered eating if you're not careful. And I think that's what I was falling into eventually when I was eating really high carb, low fat, and absolutely no fat at all. And because if you guys don't know, I don't tell a lot of people this, and I've been hoping to make a video on this in the future, but I don't know if I'm ready for it just yet. But I used to have a very restrictive eating past and disordered eating. I had a very unhealthy relationship with food, and now I've sort of like recovered that from eating vegan and also high carb, I do have to say. But it got to the point that when I was eating very low fat, I started having like this subconscious little voice in my head saying, Gianni, you can't have any fat, fat's going to make you fat, or you can't have any sodium because sodium's going to make you bloat, and all this stuff, and it got really quite dangerous, I think. Just my relationship with those foods wasn't getting really healthy, and I wasn't happy with that, and I didn't want it to develop into something even worse, so I wanted to make the change right now when I could. And that's why I've been just incorporating a bit more overt fats into my diet and making sure that I can have some sodium or foods that are high in sodium and stuff like that, and it's okay. Like, nothing bad's gonna happen to me. Like, guys, that I feel amazing eating like this. I feel like I'm sort of rediscovering veganism again, and the foods that I'm eating are more exciting now. It's like I can have something with an amazing like baked tofu, even though I don't really like tofu, but when you put oil with it and you put salt in it when you're out at a restaurant, it tastes amazing, and I've been loving that. I feel like I'm just, I don't know, enjoying myself a lot more. I'm liking life a lot more. I'm still not restrictive in terms of how many calories I'm eating, like I said before, but I don't know, it's just really quite liberating knowing that, Tiana, you can eat this way, you can eat all this food, and you're going to be fine, you're going to be feeling fine. I'm sorry about the plane going over right now, it's really, really noisy. But I was so scared that fat's going to make me fat, and okay, I'm going to be honest, fat isn't great for you. Like, you shouldn't be having heaps of fat in your diet because it does promote weight gain and everything. But if it's coming from like a whole plant source, then you're fine. Like, still don't have, like, I'm not advocating you having like 50% of your calories coming from fat, because you're going to be feeling like crap if you do that. But, you know, have like 10, 15, 20% of your calories coming from fat. If that's what works like for you, then do it. Like, for me, that's a little bit too much if I'm having 20%, but 10 to 15% is fine. And I still do exercise somewhat regularly. I don't exercise 6-7 times a week. I now exercise like 3 or 4 times a week, but that's what's working with me, and I've been loving it. And if you guys don't know as well, I feel like I'm telling you guys so much, that when I had the restrictive eating, I actually lost my period, and I didn't have my period for, I think it was like 8 or 9 months, and that was not good. So I missed out on like 9 cycles, and I know some people get really grossed out when you're talking about like periods and girl stuff, but seriously guys, it's life, get over it. But yeah, and I lost it, and since I started having more fats and everything, I got it back, and then I lost it again when I went really, really high carb, and that wasn't good for me. And then it happened again, and it went off because I'd been experimenting with high carb, low fat, and having high carb with a little bit more fat, and this is what's working for me. I now have my period back, and it's fine. And girls, if you don't have your period, something is wrong, and you need to work it out, because that is like the biggest sign of your body is shitting itself, right? So work it out. If you guys need any help, or you need just advice, and you need to talk to someone, I am here. You know where I am on like Tumblr and Instagram and everything. Put all the links on the screen. It's so, seriously, just talk to me. I've had people sending me emails about things, and I've just been replying to them, and like, I'm here for you guys. I am not like some sort of scary person that's going to be like cray cray, right? Like, I'm going to give you honest opinions and advice and help you guys where I can. But that's on another note. My period story is that way. The other thing I wanted to say was sodium, and sodium, if you guys don't know, that's like salt. Salt is really high in sodium, and if you have too much sodium, it actually makes you bloat, hold water, and causes fluid retention and all this nasty stuff that people are really scared of. But if you do exercise like regularly, then you're okay. You can eat foods higher in sodium, like soy sauce or sweet chili sauces are usually high in sodium. Sushi can be high in sodium because of like the rice wine vinegar that they put in. But do some exercise, you'll be fine with sodium. I have been having heaps and heaps and heaps of cereal lately. Like, I can easily go through 2 boxes in a week if I'm having like quite a bit of it, and it is delicious. I love Nutri-Grain. If you guys have been seeing my Instagram, I post photos of Nutri-Grain all the time with like this chocolate sauce thing, which is a bit higher in fat. It has some coconut oil in it, and I've been having that with like raspberries and stuff, and it is amazing. It's like this dessert, and I just feel so really, really happy and relaxed now with this lifestyle that I am enjoying everything a lot more. Like, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna have some chocolate sauce that has some fat in it, or I'm gonna have some bread even though it's high in sodium, but I don't really care. Don't be scared of the foods that are higher in sodium or higher in fat. It's alright. Just make sure that you are eating predominantly high carb and somewhat low fat, and I think that is okay. But that being said, you have to find out what works for you. This is personally what's working for me, and I've been having some really good benefits from it. So I just wanted to share that with you guys because I didn't want to be some sort of like flaky chick on the internet promoting high carb low fat veganism that's actually eating some more fat and like doing stuff that is like against the norm in high carb low fat veganism, because I just think it's important, and I feel like a lot more people are coming out talking like this because it's like, it's the truth, that's just what's working. But I'm not saying having 95% of your calories coming from carbs is bad, because if you're eating like that and you feel amazing, then you do that and you do whatever you want that makes you feel good, right? But I just wanted to get this out there for you guys because I feel like I hadn't posted a video in a while, and I do apologize. I've just been like so caught up with work and life and just things have been going on in my life, and I'm just trying to sort it out and get my head around things. But yeah, I wanted to get a video up, so hopefully this helped some of you guys out. I'm really sorry for the delay in videos lately, but please let me know any other video requests you have, like link them, not link them. Oh my god, I can't even talk. You know, comment them in the down bar. Freaking hell. Oh my god, I can't talk today. Oh my gosh. Just, okay. I'm gonna try and start that again. Comment any video requests you have in the comments below and I'll get around to it hopefully. Please send me like video requests because I'm actually not that creative and I have some problems trying to come up with video ideas. I need to end this video here because I cannot talk and I'm just babbling on far out. But exciting news, I will have a beauty hair related video coming up soon, guys, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I'm gonna go now and make some sushi because we're going to a family party this afternoon and we need some food. I'm gonna make some sushi and I'm really excited. So yeah, thanks guys for watching and I hope you have a really great day, and all my social media will be in the down bar below if you want to check it out. And yeah, thanks for watching and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.